Hey there, pirates! Welcome aboard the Anime channel. We know that Luffy considers his crewmates as his true family, and Nami knows that Luffy risked his life for her to face Arlong. However, what she didn't know yet is that Luffy almost lost his life at another moment to protect his ally, and that's what we're going to talk about in today's video. But before we continue, comment now which devil fruit you would like to see, and leave your like to become part of the pirates. Remember that your subscription is like a devil fruit, so subscribe to receive the fruit you chose. Now, without further ado, let's get straight to the video.
もうやだ、頭痛い。空気が変わった。
てめえら出てこい。仕事だ。シートについて左舷から風受けろ。
何事だ、ナミさん。
Guys, during the Drum Island arc, we saw Luffy facing an event that could completely change the course of history. Shortly after, Nami left her homeland and escaped from Arlong's tyranny, the navigator of the Straw Hat Pirates. Nami was suffering from a very high fever, so high that it could take her life. The navigator had Kestia fever, a dangerous disease transmitted by the bite of the Kestia tick, a creature believed to be extinct but survived in Little Garden due to its prehistoric conditions. When Nami was bitten by this tick during the passage of the Straw Hat Pirates through the island, she contracted the disease. Kestia fever causes a high fever and can lead to death in just 5 days. Nami became seriously ill, and her life was in danger. Luffy and his crew, concerned about her, sought help desperately, and that's when Luffy almost lost his life. The mountain climb Luffy had to endure while carrying Nami was extremely dangerous. He had to endure the snow while climbing and dealing with the Lapons, carnivorous rabbits of immense strength. Even Lapon cubs could split a tree in half without much difficulty. He managed to achieve his goal and save Nami, but both Luffy and Sanji needed to be hospitalized and have their bodies covered in bandages because of the effects of this difficult climb.
40度。また熱が上がった。
起きてそんなに辛いのか？
辛いに決まってるじゃない。40度の高熱なんてそうそう出るもんじゃないわ。
But it wasn't just for Nami that Luffy sacrificed himself. At the same time, many have also sacrificed themselves for Luffy, just as Nami did in Wano, risking her life to believe in her captain's dream.
嘘だ。嘘ついちまえ。ルフィが海賊王にはなります。絶対に。
Nami has always harbored a deep hatred for pirates due to painful experiences from her past. However, everything changed when she met Luffy. After he freed her from Arlong's tyranny, Nami began to see pirates differently. She agreed to join the Straw Hat Pirates as their official navigator. Despite their constant fights and Nami's irritation with Luffy's impulsive actions, she developed an unwavering trust in him, relying more on his leadership than any other crew member. During the whole Cake Island arc, while facing Big Mom's crew, Nami expressed her faith in Luffy, proclaiming his future role as the Pirate King. Even in the face of the most feared adversaries, Nami never doubted Luffy's potential to achieve his goal. In the Wano arc, when Ulti brutally attacked her and threatened her, Nami remembered how Luffy had always unconditionally helped her. Injured and in danger, she refused to succumb to pressure, maintaining her conviction that Luffy would become the Pirate King. Her resilience demonstrated not only her loyalty to Luffy, but also her unwavering belief in his ability to achieve his dreams. At that moment, she accepted to sacrifice herself for her captain's dreams.
なるもん。だってなるんだもん。あはー。よくわかった。死ね。バカ野郎ナミ。
And Nami wasn't the only one who sacrificed herself for Luffy. We also have the iconic and most memorable sacrifices in anime, with everyone remembering Zoro's sacrifice for Luffy. This crucial moment in the story happened in episode 377 of One Piece, when Zoro tries to protect Luffy, who is defenseless on the ground after an intense battle. Zoro's efforts catch the attention of Bartholomew Kuma, at the time one of the 7 warlords of the sea, who offers Zoro a deal. Kuma proposes to take away all of Luffy's pain, but in exchange, he would transfer that pain to Zoro. Despite knowing that this could be fatal, Zoro agrees to the deal in an act of extreme loyalty and sacrifice. After Zoro accepts the deal, Kuma warns him that he may lose his life by taking on all of Luffy's pain. Without hesitation, Kuma uses his power to remove Luffy's pain, temporarily relieving him, and transfers some of that pain to Zoro. Next, Kuma creates a bubble containing Luffy's pain and places it in front of Zoro. In a gesture of absolute courage and sacrifice, Zoro launches himself towards the bubble, taking on his captain's pain. This act not only demonstrates Zoro's devotion to Luffy, but also highlights the depth of the bond between the members of the Straw Hat crew and their willingness to protect each other, even if it means facing devastating consequences. During episode 1027 of One Piece, Kaido gets ready to finish off the unconscious Luffy, but Zoro uses what remains of his strength to stop him, finally telling Kaido that Luffy was his captain, and before destroying his captain, he would have to destroy him. He uses an attack from the Nine Sword style combined with Haoshoku Haki, revealing he possesses Conqueror's Haki, and thus opening Kaido's chest and reopening his scar. Kaido retaliates, defeating Zoro and Law with Raimai Hake. However, Luffy stands up, swearing to defeat Kaido. It turns out that Zoro almost lost his life in that moment, and even though he was completely destroyed, he still wanted to fight. However, one sacrifice that truly pushed Luffy to his limit was the one where Ace actually lost his life to protect him. The entire story of the Straw Hat Pirate was reshaped from that moment onward, as Luffy decided to become stronger from that day forward. Basically, Ace gave his life to save Luffy. This happened during the war in Marineford. Luffy went to the location to rescue his brother, managing to do so, but unable to escape. While attempting to flee, Akainu began insulting Whitebeard, Ace's mentor, which Ace couldn't tolerate. He confronted the Admiral and ended up being defeated. Then, Akainu directed his attack towards Luffy, but Ace stepped in front and took all the damage. He did this to protect Luffy, his younger brother. It was Ace who chose to face Akainu, so he felt that responsibility was his. As the older brother, Ace felt it was his duty to take care of Luffy. His sacrifice was one of the most emotional and tragic scenes in both the anime and the manga. There are several other sacrifices that happened in the anime and manga. Luffy changed the lives of many characters, and many characters changed Luffy's life. Everyone around him creates incredible bonds. Comment on your favorite scene and whether it's in the video or not. Let me know if you want a part 2 of this video. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next video. That's a wrap for today's content. We hope you enjoyed it and want to share your thoughts on the subject. Don't forget to share the video, give it a thumbs up, and catch you in the next video. Take care and stay awesome.